Something big's about to happen, and he's got to be there when they make the big announcement, like the fake bin Laden raid. He went off vacation for that. Announced it on Sunday night to dominate the entire news cycle. They're getting ready to pull something big. Kissinger just rose his ugly head. I mean, it's just, these people are out of control. Look at Dianne Feinstein strutting around with him. I'll tell you what marks the globalist. I don't care if they're a Barack Obama or Al Gore or any of them, is the arrogance and the enjoyment of being in front of people. Let me tell you, I want to be fishing. I want to go visit Europe. I want to go spend time with my children. I want to oil paint. I do not want to be up here grandstanding. I don't get a thrill out of it. But I realize people go with big studios and sports jackets and people that look healthy, and so I'm going that direction just to get the message out and beat these people. But I never wanted to be on air. I wanted to be a land management rancher. I like to be outside. I like to shoot guns. But I've been forced to cope against the New World Order because they're so dangerous and because I will not be their slave. And I hope you share that vision with me to be free. Thank you for holding, Chris, and then Chris. Let's go to Chris in Georgia, then Chris in Indiana. Thank you for holding. Chris, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. The Oded-Yinon Agreement from 1982, Israel, bears out the fact that Israel was set up as an ethnic cleansing state from the beginning. Look at a map of 1948 Palestine, all of the land that was occupied by Palestinians, and look at it today.
No, listen, I agree with you that there's been a lot of ethnic battles going on there. Of the folks that went in, bombed stuff to overthrow the British government there. There was a vacuum with the Turkish Empire collapsing, the remnants of the old Ottoman Empire collapsing. And in that vacuum came folks that wanted their own state. They'd wanted it to be in Russia, in eastern, southern Russia, but instead they were exiled basically by the Nazis and by the communists and sent down there, and the Rothschilds bankrolled it. So that's absolutely true. My point is, though, no one wants to talk about ISIS killing hundreds of thousands of Christians. It's like they don't matter. It's only Palestine. I mean, Egypt won't take the Palestinians. Jordan won't take them. So what I'm saying is I'm not against the Palestinians. I'm just not lined up to obsess on Israel all day. I mean, I don't go to churches that harp on Israel and worship Israel. I mean, you talk about vomiting. Man, I'm sick of hearing about Israel. And I'm sick of how it's all one-dimensional, the debates about it, when it's so incredibly complex. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the thing is, you keep missing something. For one thing, I've never heard you talk about Zionism. And Alex, you got a great show. I mean, I'm a good piece of I'm 57 years old.
Well, you know why I don't talk about Zionism? Because I work for Israel, man. I get a paycheck every day from Benjamin Netanyahu.
Come on, Alex. I'm not going like that.
Listen, I don't care. I mean, I'm going to explain something to you. It's like an allergic response. I've been attacked by the federal Nazis and the globalists and all these groups so much and claim that I'm a shill of Israel that I don't care. You understand? I don't like a lot of stuff Israel does. The people that attack Israel and want to blow it up literally hate me and are usually socialists and hate the fact that I own guns. So what I'm getting at here is I'm not involved in it. I'm sad that a couple thousand Palestinians died, okay? I really do. I like, families and little kids and people. You have to understand, though, I'm even more concerned about over 100,000 non-radical Muslims and over 200,000+ Christians murdered by the precious little jihadis that when I criticize al-Qaeda, I have leftists sending me threatening emails going, they're part of a revolution as well. You Jew, blah, blah, blah. We want to kill your family. I am sick of it. I'm not Jewish, but I'm not going to run from that label. So I am Jewish is my point. I am Jewish. I work for the Rothschilds. Use those clips, okay? I don't care. Take them out of context. Of course, I'm not Jewish. I don't work for the Rothschilds. Never got a red cent from Israel. It's all lies. So what I'm telling you is the cause celeb, the thing I'm told to obsess about, Israel all day, isn't happening. I'll come back to you and let you finish and go to other callers. I don't want to cut you short. It's like when people call me, it's the same thing with the Vatican bashers. I criticize the Vatican all day. I made a film about Israel attacking the USS Liberty to blame it on Egypt and start a war. And the Jew bashers said it was a whitewash for Israel. Well, I don't make films like that to impress the Nazis and show them how cool I am. I make films about false flag because I have integrity. Okay? I expose Israel selling prisoners' organs and stuff because it's wrong, not to kiss your butt.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Blockit Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Next to water and food, you need a safe, storable fuel supply for your preparedness needs. Spare Fuel is the answer. Spare Fuel can be used in any gas-powered vehicle or generator. Spare Fuel is perfect for any unforeseen out-of-gas emergencies. Unlike gasoline, Spare Fuel is safe to store with your other supplies, and it can be stored for many years. Go to GetSpareFuel.com for special pricing. That's GetSpareFuel.com.
A 30-day GMO-free emergency food supply for only $99 at 30dayfoodsupply.com. You can purchase Oregon Trail Foods' 1-month supply of high-quality, nutritious, and healthy emergency meals for less than $100. These vegetarian meals are naturally high in fiber, carbs, and protein, and they're packed with oxygen absorbers in Mylar pouches. They're completely free of any artificial flavors and colorings, have a 20-year shelf life, and take up to 70% less space than number 10 cans. They even offer a gluten-free option. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from the producers in Oregon and then passing the savings to you. Purchase a 30-day, 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99 this month, and $10 ships your entire order. Visit the website at 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com, where they make preparedness affordable. 30dayfoodsupply.com.
American gardeners and fellow patriots, make the right choice with your money, time, and your family food supply. Choose 100% pure heirloom seeds in the Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com. Why spend more? The Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com is only $37.95 and includes 20 varieties of pure, hardy, easy-to-grow heirloom seeds. Yes, only $37.95. That's 70% less than our competitors. You could buy 3 Survival Seed Vaults for less than one of theirs. The Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com includes detailed planting and seed-saving instructions and ships same day. Plus, all orders over $49 ship free. MyPatriotSupply.com is American-owned by patriots like you, passionate about freedom and preparedness. Call now, 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Or discover more emergency preparedness items when you order at MyPatriotSupply.com. Choose the original. Choose the Survival Seed Vault at MyPatriotSupply.com.
In today's unstable environment, self-protection is critical. Civil unrest, riots, looting, it's happening now right here in the United States, and your rights are at risk. If passed, H.R. 5344 would ban Level 3 and above body armor. Cady Armor is standing up for you. We offer the most affordable Level 3 body armor on the market. Cady Level 3 armor withstands pistol and rifle hits up to 7.62 NATO. Get yours at CadyArmor.com. That's CATI Armor.com. Cady Armor. Come and take it.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to generate an endless supply of natural silver solutions. Silverlungs.com. You'll find no wild claims or pseudoscience, just a lifetime of nano-sized pure silver solutions. The Silver Lungs generator allows you to make your own, so stop paying for silver solutions. The unique lung delivery system targets respiratory infections where other silver solutions simply cannot reach. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
Look, I shouldn't have gone off on Chris from Georgia. I should let him make his point and then go to Chris in Indiana and Habu and everybody else. Here's the issue. I have integrity. I cover real news. I try to tell the truth. I make mistakes sometimes. And people perseverate on Israel. We'll have an article about dollar devaluation, or an article about NSA surveillance, or an article about Governor Rick Perry can't own guns now because he's been indicted. And like half the comments sometimes and we can go check, a lot of times it's the same person posing as like 5 people, are crazily going, Jew, 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 Jew. And I mean, it's after a point, if it was the most beautiful song in the world, after I'd heard it 50,000 times, I'd vomit if I heard it again. And I think it's some type of cognitive infiltration thing, because I know Cass Sunstein talked about that, putting things out so much that then people just get turned off by it, like almost like inoculating people against it, to where there can be no real debate going on because everything's so polarized. And I always ask people when they call and they go, what about Israel? What about Zionists? I go, okay, yeah, I think Israel's doing some pretty bad things, but it's in the face of people saying, we're going to kill all of you too. And I understand you could say, well, Israel came in and blew up people and killed them and drove them out. Well, that did go on. It's just that I don't have a dog in that fight. And compared to tens of thousands of Libyans every few months being killed by al-Qaeda forces our government put in, or Netanyahu saying, yeah, I kind of like what ISIS is doing. I mean, that was in the Jerusalem Post, that let's let ISIS operate. That's very immoral to say it'll destabilize the Arabs and our enemies. Let's be for it. Assad was doing nothing. Iraq. Well, that's because Israel's secretly allied with Saudi Arabia, folks. That's how you go after Benjamin Netanyahu, who I don't have some personal hatred for. I have reasoned research where no one in Israel should support Benjamin Netanyahu or Obama or anybody else when they are tacitly protecting al-Qaeda. That's why they're being bombed now, because people turned against it in Israel and the U.S. You don't get Israel to listen to what you're saying, screaming about how Jews secretly drink people's blood at midnight. I mean, it's meant to balkanize people. It's divide and conquer. It's really that simple. And I have had no group lie about me more than the self-righteous Israel haters. And it's like a bullying on our website. Bash Israel, attack Israel, go after Israel. And then one of our writers will write something critical of Israel, and they'll just swarm in, oh, you Jew lovers, you're trying to cover up. We're going to kill you too when we take over. And I mean, I don't want to be associated with that. That's not who I am. I'm not obsessed with Israel. I don't want war with Russia. I don't want war with China. I want free market. I want prosperity. I want to hang around with people that have cool ideas and are inventors, and I don't care what color they are. But see, everything's dumbed down to this stuff. So you would think Israel and the 2,000 Palestinians and the 100 or whatever Israelis that just died is the center of the universe. And it's almost, it's not almost, in the Christian Zionist circles, it is Israel worship. And even if you hate something but obsess on it, you're worshiping it. That's why I don't even like bashing the New World Order, because I want to transcend them with just ideas that are so good for freedom and prosperity that people just leave this system, it will fall. But when you put names on it like it's the Jews or it's the Catholics or it's the Masons or there's diverse people in all those groups, or it's the Russians or it's the Muslims, you then allow these political leaders to be kingpins over each political subdivision. And they don't want the political subdivisions to be about where there's more freedom, where there's more prosperity, where there's smarter people. Everybody migrates that. They want it to be about, we're raising your taxes because the neighbor's an enemy, we want to kill them. And really, the president's just making money off a defense stock they own. I've never, and I'm going to go to break and come back with the calls. I promise I'll get to all of you. You've been holding forever. It's just that these are heavy subjects being brought up. People aren't stupid. They've been taught how to be dumb and think real one-dimensional. And I'm trying to get people to think outside the box. It doesn't even mean I've got all the answers. It's just that people call and they go, yeah, what do you think about the Vatican, Alex? Let's talk about that. And I do talk about the Vatican when it calls for world government or says space aliens are real, or, you know, calls for a European Union expansion. I mean, I do. Well, why don't you talk about the Federal Reserve being private? Well, I do. It's like this little mental game where, well, why didn't you cover Bill Gates and eugenics? It's like, what? I don't want to make it about me. You can call in and talk about Zionism if you want. It doesn't need to start with, why don't you talk about it? Why don't I talk about it? Man, I heard this record.
We're on the march.